What if the secret to healthier-looking skin isn't hiding inside an expensive bottle? What if part of it has been sitting in your refrigerator all along? Think about this. Every morning, millions of people spend hundreds of dollars on creams, serums, masks, and treatments, hoping to make their skin look younger. But there's one question we rarely ask. What are we feeding the skin? Because your skin isn't separate from the rest of your body. It's living tissue. It needs nutrients. It needs protein. It needs healthy fats. It needs vitamins, minerals, and protective plant compounds. And here's where things get interesting.
Some of the most powerful foods for supporting healthy skin aren't exotic. They're ordinary foods you may already have in your kitchen. Berries, salmon, avocados, leafy greens, tomatoes, nuts, olive oil, sweet potatoes, and even something as simple as yogurt. But there's a catch. Eating one superfood isn't going to magically erase wrinkles, and no food can replace sunscreen, sleep, medical care, or a healthy lifestyle. The real secret is much more interesting. It's about what happens when you consistently give your body the raw materials it needs, from the inside out.
And stay till the end, because we're going to reveal how you can combine several of these foods into one simple daily eating pattern designed to support your skin, without complicated diets. Let's start with something important. There is no magic food that can stop aging. Aging is part of being human, and honestly, that's not something we should be afraid of. The goal isn't to look 20 forever. The goal is to support skin that looks healthy, nourished, and resilient as we get older. Our skin is actually one of the body's most important protective barriers. It helps defend us from the outside world. And over time, sunlight, environmental exposure, inflammation, and normal aging can affect its structure and appearance. That's why nutrition matters. Not because food is a miracle cure, but because your body constantly needs nutrients to maintain and repair itself. And today, we're going to explore some of the foods that can help provide those nutrients. But we're not going to simply make a list. We're going to follow a story about collagen, oxidative stress, healthy fats, hydration, and the surprisingly powerful relationship between the foods on your plate and the skin you see in the mirror. Imagine your body, alayhi salam, a massive construction site. Every day, thousands of tiny maintenance jobs are happening. Cells are being replaced. Tissues are being repaired. Proteins are being built. Your immune system is working. Your blood vessels are circulating nutrients. And your skin is constantly renewing itself. Now, imagine the construction workers suddenly run out of supplies. Not enough protein, not enough vitamin C, not enough healthy fats, not enough minerals, not enough colorful plant foods. The construction doesn't necessarily stop, but the workers don't have the same resources. That's why diet quality matters. According to Harvard Health, a healthy eating pattern generally emphasizes vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, nuts, seeds, healthy fats, and quality protein, while minimizing highly processed foods. And this is where skin health becomes fascinating. Many nutrients associated with overall health also support the structures and processes your skin depends on. For example, vitamin C helps support collagen formation. Vitamin A is involved in maintaining healthy skin. Vitamin E acts as an antioxidant. Omega-3 fatty acids are found in foods such as fatty fish, and colorful fruits and vegetables provide a variety of plant compounds.
The American Academy of Dermatology specifically notes that for healthy adults without nutrient deficiencies, a balanced diet is generally the best way to obtain nutrients used by the skin and body. So, let's meet the foods. And we're starting with one of the smallest, but most colorful. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries. These little fruits may look like simple snacks, but their colors are a clue. The deeper and more vibrant the color, the more plant compounds you're often getting. Berries provide vitamin C, fiber, and a variety of antioxidant plant compounds.
And vitamin C is particularly interesting for the skin because it supports collagen formation and also acts as an antioxidant. Now, here's something many people get wrong. Antioxidants aren't magic shields. You don't eat blueberries and suddenly become immune to aging. That's not how biology works. Instead, think of antioxidant-rich foods as part of your body's overall defense system. And berries have another advantage. They're naturally sweet. That makes them a useful replacement for some highly processed desserts. Imagine
salmon, sardines, trout, mackerel. These fatty fish are nutritional powerhouses. They're rich in high-quality protein and omega-3 fatty acids. Harvard Health lists fatty fish among nutrient-dense foods commonly emphasized in healthy eating patterns, with salmon, mackerel, trout, anchovies, and sardines among the richest sources of omega-3s. Why does that matter for skin? Because your body needs healthy fats as part of normal cell structure and function, and omega-3 fatty acids are also involved in inflammatory processes. The American Academy of Dermatology notes that omega-3s from fish, seafood, nuts, and seeds can support the skin and may help with dryness and irritation. But there's another reason salmon belongs on this list. Protein. Skin isn't made from nothing. It contains structural proteins. So eating enough quality protein, part of a balanced diet, gives your body important building blocks. Here's a simple meal: baked salmon, a huge handful of greens, tomatoes, avocado, and a little olive oil. That isn't a trendy beauty meal. It's simply a nutrient-dense meal. And that distinction matters because healthy skin isn't about chasing one miracle ingredient. It's about building a pattern. Now, let's talk about avocado. For years, fat was treated like the enemy, but nutrition has become much more nuanced. Your body needs fat. The important question is, what kind? Avocados provide monounsaturated fat along with fiber and several vitamins and minerals. Healthy eating patterns commonly include foods such as avocado, nuts, olive oil, and fish as sources of healthier fats. And here's a practical lesson. Don't think about avocado as a beauty treatment. Think about it as a nutrient-dense food that can replace less nutritious fats. Instead of loading toast with butter, try avocado. Instead of making a salad dressing loaded with highly processed ingredients, use avocado or extra virgin olive oil. Small substitutions can change the quality of an entire diet. And over months and years, that's where nutrition becomes powerful. If your plate looks beige, your skin-supporting nutrition may be missing some color. Dark leafy greens such as spinach and kale provide nutrients including vitamins A and C, along with other plant compounds. Vitamin A deserves special attention. Vitamin A and related compounds are important for healthy skin. And foods containing beta-carotene, such as Elias green and orange vegetables, can provide the body with a precursor.
Now, imagine your skin trying to build collagen, but the nutritional toolbox is missing one important tool: vitamin C. Vitamin C is required for collagen formation. It also functions as an antioxidant, and citrus fruits, kiwi, strawberries, and peppers can help provide it. This is one reason variety matters. You don't have to obsess over one specific fruit. Orange, grapefruit, kiwi, strawberries, bell peppers. Different foods bring different combinations of nutrients. And here's a beautiful rule to remember. Don't eat the rainbow because it looks pretty.
Eat it because different colors often represent different beneficial plant compounds. That bright orange sweet potato on your plate? Don't underestimate it. Sweet potatoes and carrots are rich in beta-carotene.
Your body can convert beta-carotene into vitamin A. Harvard Health specifically identifies orange foods, such as sweet potatoes and carrots, as useful sources of beta-carotene. And this brings us to one of the most important concepts in skin nutrition. Variety beats obsession. Instead of eating the same superfood every day, build a colorful plate. Orange, green, red, purple, blue, white. The more diverse your diet,
The more diverse your nutritional toolbox can become. And that matters for far more than your skin. Heart health, metabolic health, digestion, brain health, immune function, healthy aging. One good food habit can influence many systems simultaneously. Now, one of the most interesting foods on our list, the humble tomato. Tomatoes contain lycopene, a carotenoid responsible for much of their red color. And lycopene is one of the plant compounds studied for its antioxidant properties. But here's the surprising part. The way you prepare a food can change how some compounds are absorbed.
Cooking tomatoes, particularly with a source of healthy fat, such as salam olive oil, can increase the availability of lycopene compared with some raw preparations. So don't become obsessed with eating everything raw. Healthy nutrition isn't a competition. Sometimes cooking is actually part of the strategy. And there is another food that makes this point beautifully: olive oil. Imagine sitting at a Mediterranean table. Vegetables, beans, fish, whole grains, nuts, olive oil. This pattern of eating has been studied for decades.
Harvard Health describes the traditional Mediterranean-style diet, emphasizing fruits, vegetables, nuts, legumes, fish, and olive and other plant oils. Olive oil provides monounsaturated fat, vitamin E, and plant compounds called polyphenols. And perhaps the bigger lesson is this: healthy cultures don't necessarily eat one miraculous food. They eat combinations. Food works in patterns. A tomato isn't an entire diet. A blueberry isn't an...
Here's a food category that's incredibly easy to overlook: nuts and seeds. Almonds, walnuts, chia, flax, pumpkin seeds. They provide combinations of healthy fats, protein, fiber, vitamins, minerals, and plant compounds. Harvard Health notes that nuts and seeds provide healthy mono and polyunsaturated fats, along with protein and micronutrients. But portion size matters. Nuts are nutrient-dense, which also means they're calorie-dense. A small handful can be a great addition. A giant bowl eaten mindlessly while watching television? That's a different story. The lesson isn't eat unlimited healthy foods. The lesson is eat nutrient-dense foods intentionally. Now let's move to something creamy: Greek yogurt. Plain yogurt can provide protein and calcium, and yogurt containing live cultures provides probiotics. Harvard Health includes yogurt among nutrient-dense foods that can fit into a healthy dietary pattern. And this brings us to an important connection. Your digestive system and your overall health are closely connected. But be careful with internet claims about the gut-skin axis. It's a fascinating area of research, but that doesn't mean eating yogurt will automatically clear your skin. Instead, think bigger.
A healthy digestive pattern. Adequate fiber. Fermented foods when tolerated. Fruits and vegetables. And minimally processed foods all contribute to a healthier overall dietary pattern. And your skin is part of that same body. Let's talk about protein. Because sometimes people focus so much on vitamins and antioxidants, they forget something fundamental. Your body needs protein. Protein provides amino acids that your body uses to build and maintain tissues. Eggs are one convenient source. Fish, Greek yogurt, beans, lentils, chicken, tofu. There are many options. The goal isn't to become obsessed with protein.
It's to make sure your overall diet provides enough quality protein for your individual needs. And alayhi salam, people get older. Maintaining adequate protein becomes especially important for preserving muscle and physical function. That means a skin-friendly diet shouldn't be just fruits and vegetables. It should be balanced. Plants, protein, healthy fats, whole food carbohydrates, and water. And finally, the food category that may be one of the most underrated: beans and lentils. Black beans, chickpeas, kidney beans, lentils. They're rich in fiber and provide plant-based protein along with folate and minerals. And this is where our skin story becomes much bigger than skin. Because healthy aging isn't just about wrinkles. It's about the heart, the brain, metabolic health, muscle, digestion, energy, and independence.
Now let's destroy a few myths. Myth number 1. One superfood can transform your skin. No. Your skin doesn't operate on one ingredient. Nutrition works as a pattern. Myth number 2. If a food is healthy, you can eat unlimited amounts. Also no. Avocados, nuts, olive oil, and other nutrient-dense foods can be excellent choices, but portions still matter. Myth number 3. Supplements are better than food. Not necessarily. The American Academy of Dermatology notes that healthy adults without nutrient deficiencies are generally best served by getting skin-supporting nutrients through a balanced diet.
Myth number 4. Food can replace sunscreen. Absolutely not. Sun protection remains one of the most important ways to protect skin from photoaging and skin cancer risk. And finally, myth number 5. You need a perfect diet. You don't. You need a diet you can actually live with. Let's imagine 3 people. These are composite examples, not medical case reports, but they represent realistic lifestyle changes. Meet Sarah. She's 47. She wasn't looking for a miracle. She simply replaced sugary breakfast pastries with Greek yogurt, berries, and nuts several mornings each week. After a few months, she noticed something more important than her appearance.
She felt more satisfied in the morning, and her eating routine became easier to maintain. Then there's Michael. He's 58. His goal wasn't younger skin, it was healthy aging. He started eating fish twice a week, adding more vegetables, beans, whole grains, and olive oil. His biggest realization? He didn't need a complicated diet. He needed a repeatable one. And then there's Linda. She's 62. She started keeping washed fruit, carrots, and nuts visible on the kitchen counter, not hidden in a cabinet, visible. Her environment changed, and so did her choices. And that's perhaps the most powerful lesson. Sometimes health doesn't change because you found a miracle food.
It changes because you made the healthy choice, the easy choice. So how can you actually use everything we've discussed? Here's a simple framework. For breakfast, Greek yogurt, berries, walnuts, and perhaps some oats. For lunch, a giant salad, leafy greens, tomatoes, avocado, beans or grilled chicken, extra virgin olive oil. For a snack, an orange, kiwi, or a small handful of nuts. And for dinner, salmon, sweet potato, broccoli, and another colorful vegetable. You don't need to eat exactly this. The point is the structure. Colorful plants, quality protein, healthy fats, fiber-rich foods, minimally processed ingredients, and plenty of water.
Harvard's Healthy Eating Plate similarly emphasizes vegetables and fruits, whole grains, healthy proteins, healthy oils, and water as core components of a healthy eating pattern. And if you're
One day,
You'll look back at your life, and you'll realize something. Your body was with you through every chapter, through every stressful day, every celebration, every sleepless night, every long drive, every meal, every birthday, every mistake, every recovery. Your skin wasn't just something you saw in the mirror. It was part of the body that carried you through all of it. And maybe that's why we should stop thinking about healthy skin as simply looking younger. Maybe healthy skin is about taking care of the person underneath it. The berries aren't magic. The salmon isn't magic. The avocado isn't magic. The spinach isn't magic.
The olive oil isn't magic. You are the one creating the pattern. Every time you choose a colorful meal, you're giving your body another opportunity to receive useful nutrients. Every time you choose whole foods more often, you're building a better nutritional foundation. Every time you protect your skin from excessive sun exposure, you're protecting something you cannot replace. And every time you choose consistency over perfection, you're making a decision your future self may thank you for. Because healthy aging isn't about stopping the clock. It's about making the years you have